YouTube? What's going on? Juniio here, and I'm back again with the quality content. Reaction videos, viewer requests, real good stuff. Just remember that if you're watching, you're part of the problem. Today's episode comes from a poll. I put a poll up yesterday, and I told you guys in the last video to go vote, and some of you did. So now we know what song we're doing today, and that is Recharging the Void by Vektor, as originally requested by Stars Die and On the Contrary. So this one's for you guys. Of course, everybody else following their example. Leave your suggestions in the comments down below, and the next video could be yours. That's pretty cool, I think. I remember enjoying Vektor because I think just their lyrical content was super interesting and super sci-fi, which is, I'm gonna go over here this time, which is something that I really appreciated. And, you know, just looking at this album art, it looks like this song is gonna be no different. It's another long one. It's 13.5 minutes long, so, you know, we got a long ways to go today, boys and girl. I think without further ado, we're just gonna jump into it. Turn it up a little bit. Okay. Okay, cool. So far, so we got through the intro bit of the song. Very awesome. I remember that this guy's vocals are this kind of high-pitched shriek that's very unique and enjoyable. Crazy drumming. That's not something I remember from the last time, but it's been a while, so the drumming is really something to hear. Yeah, it's very grand, I suppose. The lyrical content as well. I mean, this is exactly what I wanted. Follow me to Alshane, toward a fiery grave. We have spun a web of worlds spinning out of control. I crossed the other side, but I was brought back. The air sucked from my lungs, my hull was cracked. The dust sifted in like an hourglass. It sealed my ship, and I was intact. It's like Deep Space Adventures. It's some crazy astral voyage gone horribly wrong. I don't know what the whole story is yet, but it's very cool. I'm into it. Let's keep going. I'm loving the instrumental. It's so crazy. All the layers of the guitars just chaotically overlapping with one another. Makes for a very cacophonous sound. Very crazy, noisy atmosphere. I love the album artwork too, like this deep space vessel just falling apart amidst the stars. It fits the song and the sound so well. It really is doing the job of painting this picture in my mind of what's going on here. The lyrics here saying, hourglass between worlds, emptiness on the side that employs the upper hand. recharging the void. Each half of the cosmic breath moved by a void, with our lungs at capacity recharging the void. So he keeps talking about this hourglass between worlds. The dust sifts in like an hourglass. It seals his ship. Some warp through light speed went horribly wrong. His ship started falling apart and getting obliterated, but he found himself in some unknown part of the universe where time itself seemed to be standing still, and he was dead, or he thought he was dead for a second. The air was sucked from his lungs, the hull was cracked, but then the weird properties of this place preserved him, allowed him to survive past that point. We've lived beyond our years, and now we hear our calling. We've outlived our pillars falling. I must return to Alshane to release our clutch, terminal redux. And as well, the idea of spinning a web of worlds, spinning out of control, sounds like it's that idea of humanity progressing so far that they are on the path to becoming, ascending to, or just the next evolutionary step in humanity, whatever it is. They've gotten to the point perhaps where they've populated multiple worlds across multiple galaxies, even, maybe. The humans of this current era are living beyond what any human before was capable of doing. They've outlived their pillars falling. Perhaps that's the original Earth falling to ruin for some reason. I don't know. There's something going on. But now it seems like he's on a quest of some sort to return to Alshane to, perhaps do something very important. I don't know. Anyways, let's keep going. Was that guitar? It's gonna take so long to get through this whole song, holy. But it just keeps bringing up such interesting ideas, and the instrumentation keeps evolving in such cool ways. Like the guitars at that section there. Yeah, it really seems like some sort of end of times quest that this guy's on. Like our star at its end, time will warp in the space we bend. As we burst to our stellar tomb, its planets will be consumed. All the things we've destroyed, but there is one thing left, bring balance through our death. Perhaps there is some sort of cosmic event that is about to end existence itself as we comprehend it or something. And this, this solitary ship, this space crew has been tasked with rebalancing the forces of the universe, and their sacrifice and death will mean the survival of the rest of literally everything. I don't know. It's a very grand and epic idea and story, but why couldn't it be that, maybe there's a whole story in this album, I'm sure there is, but that's, from the disjointed fragments I get, this is what I'm piecing together. Anyways, so it sounds like we're about to head into a next section, so let's see how it goes. Some nice harmonizing guitar like beats there. it's saying here is the Cygnus tide can be restored to a cosmic state before man perverted it, before we staked our claim. Ultimate sacrifice to revive the flux, turning back a shrinking world too small for us. You know, he's traveling to some far constellation of the universe that I guess at some point in humanity's history we attempted to do something to it, harness its energy, populate some part of it, or do something that altered it irrevocably, and is, I guess, now releasing some sort of cosmic tide that is starting to wash over the remainder of the galaxy. Maybe this whole story takes place on just a galactic scale instead of a universal one. I don't know. But yeah, it does seem like he's the ultimate sacrifice to revive the flux. So perhaps he's trying to prevent this entire star system from turning into a gigantic, I don't know, black hole, destructive something or other. I have no idea. Something crazy. You know, it's gonna become a cosmic gate for Cthulhu. That's what's gonna happen here, and they're trying to prevent Cthulhu from coming into our galaxy. There it is. I've solved it. Here we go. This is what I needed. Nice little Eye of the Storm moment. Which I'll ruin by inevitably just talking over it the whole time. Classic reactor channel. Okay, clean vocals, here we go.
From a time when all sanctions were high, and our freedom sucked straight from our mouth to bleed after we fought. All we knew was the suffering, away all of the shame and the sorrow. Only hoping for endless tomorrows. We look to cold shimmering skies. Feel the light passing by. There's no light that reflects from our bows. Planets stricken to live in the shadows of cold shimmering skies. All we ask is our story be told to young beckoning, yearning ones who are struggling to be as one. We are the lights from a dying sun. In darkness we will remain.
Alright. Okay. Very cool. I was not expecting it to slow down that much for that amount of time. I guess we do have 13 and a half minutes, so we can take as much time as we need, but either way, very unexpected. Interesting to see the guy pull out the clean, very soft vocals. You know, in metal songs, when you hear like a singer's, oh, he's doing like his cleans or whatever, that still means a very much like a belty, shouting style of singing, just without the distortion. But this is very much very chilled out. it's like almost like an acoustic, I don't know, something. I don't know, I was getting like David Bowie vibes. I don't know if that's really correct though, or just because I'm thinking of his song Space Oddity. I don't know. The guy's got a good voice. To be able to do those crazy shrieks and then kind of mellow it out a bit and do this, like it's a cool moment. And then the very ethereal female vocals in the background really added to this otherworldly atmosphere as well. And during this part, we can kind of figure out a bit more about this story. We can get a few more pieces to the puzzle. I guess discover or loosely get the idea of what has been going on. It seems like, yeah, this is coming from a society, I suppose, that has messed up their worlds beyond repair by they did something. I guess they destroyed their suns, and now they're these cold, barren worlds left in shadow. They're asking their story be told to young, beckoning, yearning worlds. We are the light from a dying sun, and darkness we will remain. They are the only remnants of their own world, and they're, I guess, trying to prevent the same calamity from happening among other colonies, I suppose. I don't know. Moreover, just the way that he delivered that entire passage, the instrumentation, like, chilled out so much. The whole thing came together. It had this sense of just extreme weariness and age. Like, they had been traveling, they could have been traveling light years through space. And just this extreme time, what happened to their planets could in, I don't know how, whatever universal time, could have happened centuries, even millennia ago, but they have, just been aging through their lives as they travel faster than light or something, This great tragedy has happened so far in the past. I don't know. Let's keep going. Let's find out. I like the harmonies at the end as well. What else do you want me to say? So the thought that was originally going through my mind was like, man, they bring in a lot of cool influences, but just in that section alone, I feel like they ran through so many different subgenres of metal that they're pulling inspiration from. Because initially I don't know, I was like trying to figure out what to classify this band. Like thrash metal, perhaps, is maybe like their bass sound, but I feel like there's so much more than that. Obviously there's some progressive elements just because they switch it up so much, but just in that section they're bringing in some of that atmospheric. I was getting a real power metal sense from the crazy guitar lead lines, and as well as the subject matter. I think that this suits power metal very well. And then even at the very end there, the blast beats, the tremolo picking, kind of like black metal. I don't know. I think it's super cool that they're bringing in all these different sounds and influences and are making the work so seamlessly. It's so cool. It's so cool. Oh, it's so sick. Oh, that is so awesome. Man, what a great song. What an awesome song. You know, this was solid. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I feel like the last little while, I haven't really found a song that I've been like, this is amazing. They've all been good. They've all been fine. But this song finally is like, good, yes. Ugh, I love it. I love the sci-fi fantasy aspect of it. It's so cool. And at the end here, this is the last song on the album. This is the last part of the song. They're talking about bound to our graves. From beyond the grave it rises once again. With balance staved, we make amends. A ruler without plots or schemes. Of cosmic law we could only dream. I heed the cygnus call of symbol for life and death's resolve. Our fate implodes upon our crux. The terminal set to self-destruct. Relic Al-Shane, O Shaheen-i Tarazu, I return my flesh to you. It's this self-sacrifice of this ship, this crew, they self-destruct into some, I don't know, to prevent some sort of galactic cosmic calamity. To prevent Cthulhu. Exactly right. But it's just this epic journey of grand proportions that it's told through this sweeping 13.5-minute epic. And sometimes songs feel like really long. This one, I feel like I have barely been recording for like 20 minutes at all. The song was so good and so interesting that it kept me entertained the whole time. I loved that break in the middle where everything slowed down. You got to hear the clean vocals, very soft, very chill. I don't know what else can I say. Great song. It's clear what you need in order for me to love a song. It needs to be either fantasy or sci-fi, cosmic horror inspired. something crazy, fictional, or it just needs to be the most brutal, raw, disgusting black metal. Those are the two things I seem to like on this channel. I'm sure there's more. I mean, I don't know, but this is solid. This is great. You know, it's probably the best song I've done in recent memory. Maybe that Whitechapel song was a highlight as well, but this is definitely up there. So anyways, that'll be it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope people actually watch it because I actually like this song. So if you like the video, make sure to like it. If you like my channel, make sure to subscribe. Of course, everybody have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. And you know, see you tomorrow for, oh yeah, Friday Filth, my favorite series on the channel. It's what's keeping me sane. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep listening to Vektor for the rest of the day. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll go eat some Vektor cereal. JK, I'm poor, can't afford it. It's pretty good though. Sponsor me, Vektor cereal. I'll shout you out on an actual popular video. Come on, hit me up. Vektor cereal, let's go. First YouTuber to partner with a cereal? I don't know, but maybe. Maybe.